From weathered back roads to the blazing edge of faith, this is where grit meets grace. Welcome to the place where truth ain't tame and stories burn brighter than the flame. This is the Gunpowder, Propane and Jesus podcast. Real talk, real calling, no polish, just purpose. Let's light it up.
Hey, welcome to the show. We got Josh Tesch live!
Hey! Too loud. That is too loud. I'm going to have to turn that down. You guys are jerks.
That was great.
That was awesome.
Man. Apparently, I talked too much at the beginning, and it's too much ... Ken Kirk calling you out.
That
Ken
was
jerk.
awesome.
I was just showing that you weren't going to introduce the special guest of Josh Tesch today.
Why are you talking so loud? Maybe it's just too loud.
Because we got
in my
Mr.
ear.
Excitement in the house.
Yeah, we got the...
Have you never been to a victory service?
The
and
Energizer
seen-
Bunny himself.
Wait, what is victory?
That's who they
Victory
came up.
Baptist
the
Church.
Never
Energizer
heard
Bunny
of
was
it.
brought up after.
Never heard her.
Oh, my Lord.
I love you, John. Thank you for letting me come today.
Man,
This is
we do
awesome.
have a special guest in the studio. We've got Josh Tesch. You're the ostrich leader. Is it ostrich? Is it
I have no idea.
ostrich?
You talking about at church?
Yeah,
I
you're
do
the-
whatever they tell me to do, bro.
Oh, is it outreach? Oh, outreach.
Outreach.
I'm getting old.
I have all I've done all the years I've been there is literally just said, "Hey, what am I supposed to do now?" and just do that. And
Just do it.
It's worked out up to this point.
He's
actually.
one of the youngest old school guys.
So
that
why'd you
says
get fired
all other
being the
duties assigned?
teen pastor, man? Like, they replaced you pretty quick, man. That's weird, but
Yeah, so I was what was it, 12? I think 12 years, the student pastor, and
Yeah, long time.
That job has a shelf life. You can only do so many all-nighters.
You went well beyond
and
it.
so yeah, I went a lot longer, and so
I did one all-nighter.
yeah,
with him.
Aaron did one, and he looked at me and said, "I'm never doing this again."
I had a blast at that. Your last one, man. That was amazing.
It's crazy. It was the one activity that all the teenagers love to do, but all the leaders hate to do. It's like the worst
Dude,
thing
I
ever.
was doing great the whole night.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't tired. I was doing good, and we were driving back, and I was like, man, this is awesome. I've done good all night. We get to exit 11, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, dude. That
Just
drive
like
back
it hit
from
me just like
yeah.
that.
That drive back from Columbia. So we would stay at a trampoline park. So we would go like bowling for a couple hours and skating for a couple hours. We'd play in the gym the first part of the night, and then at midnight we drive to Columbia because the skate park or the trampoline park here in Augusta is like terribly expensive. So we would drive all the way to Columbia and rent the whole trampoline park for the whole night and just jump and play the whole night long, right, with the kids. And then we had to take them all and drive them home. Bro, that drive home from Columbia at like 6 a.m. after you've been up all night with teenagers is brutal, bro.
I'm out.
Brutal.
Yeah, they were. Well, the good news is they were passed out too. So
Yeah.
that
That's
was
the bad
pretty
thing. I needed somebody to keep me awake.
Yeah.
So it's been fun, man. It's been a fun 12 years as student pastor at the church. Never would have thought I would ever do that. Bro. Crazy.
cool. You did it.
I
really
had
well.
one kid. I had the radio up because I was struggling hard. He's like, "Can you just turn the radio off?" I said, "Not if you want to make it home, buddy."
Aaron's gonna fall asleep and kill
Yeah.
us all.
Yeah.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of youth pastors over the years who do those and do lock-ins, and we tried the lock-in thing, but just staying actually in the church all night was just too much. It was like, let's get them outside the wall. So, yeah, we were like, we got to get out. So we did that. And the key to an all-nighter, though, if you guys ever do another one, if you ever do an all-nighter with teenagers, or if you're hanging out all night, the key is never stop moving. Once you sit down and you like rest for a moment,
You're done.
the heart slows down. You
Well,
You
I
just start
smoked,
snoozing, bro.
I smoked some crack cocaine before all that.
Off the
I was
rails.
like,
Oh, here we go.
No.
Here we
There
go.
There's your first
there wasn't
edit.
enough Red Bulls.
I'm not
and Monsters.
editing crack
I bet I
cocaine.
drank like 8 of them that night and still was like.
Still didn't work. Still didn't work.
I just sat around with old Randy Beckham. Old Silver Fox, Randy Beckham. He wasn't at Bible study this morning. He kind of broke my heart. He paid for it last week and everything.
Yeah, Randy
What
Beckham
the heck,
did pay
Randy
for it
Beckham?
last
If
week.
you're
I
not
don't-
going to listen to this, you know, we missed you this morning. We did have
Shout
a great
out Jewelry Doctor.
jewelry
That's what he is.
jewelry
That's his business.
MD, something, yeah.
He said, if you're not going to listen to this, we missed you.
He's probably.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows how to operate a podcast. I don't think he knows how to operate podcasts.
Well,
on
John,
the
this
phone.
is actually my first one I've ever done. So this is new
I mean,
territory for
you
me.
did
So I'm
a-
excited, bro.
You
Like,
did a weird
It's
one.
way better than that guy CT's podcast.
Oh man, what's
Just
it
teasing,
called?
Pastor.
One touch,
I
like
will-
the diabetes monitors.
I will say this little room that we're in right now, this little wooden room in Aaron's shop with the with the microphones is a lot different than the podcast in the at Victory Studio, bro. This looks totally
Well,
different.
this is a man's podcast.
It is manly in here. I gotta believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
it smells like wood and
We have
lumber and power tools.
Oaken
Josh's
and
butt.
Yeah,
leather
sorry.
everywhere.
that was all the eggnog that me and Weston drank last night. Sorry.
Why are you drinking eggnog in October, man?
My son loves eggnog. When it comes out, Weston loves eggnog. So as
So why
soon
do
as
you
it
have to
comes out,
drink
dude, as soon as it comes out on the shelves, he's like, "Dad, give me some eggnog, bro." That dairy will hit you, man, in a bad
How
way.
much rum does he put in it?
Dude, it's like just regular eggnog. Come on.
I'm sorry, Pastor.
What the heck?
There's no rum in his house. I know it.
Right, that's right, bro.
Oh, man. We had a good Bible study. Old Randy Grant
We did.
brought that word.
Randy did a great job this morning.
He 7-point message. I've never heard a 7-point message.
But he
in
did
15
great.
minutes.
Yeah, in 15 minutes.
CT, take notes.
Keith Finch couldn't get 1 point out in an hour. He didn't understand the 15-minute limit.
You know what I wanna know?
We still love
I
you.
want to know what Jordan thought about the sermon this morning. Jordan, how did you think about the sermon this morning,
Oh,
bro?
man, want to put me right on point.
He was over there playing on his phone.
We were-
Apparently, Jordan doesn't get to talk.
We were
enough.
joking beforehand about how John doesn't let Jordan talk. So,
John doesn't let anybody talk.
oh Lord,
Yeah, no, I
We
thought it
all
was
talk.
good. I wish when I did mine, I was that prepared and not near as emotional as I was, but I'm in it, so I guess that's why I was there. But I thought it was good.
cool, bro.
Our 7 points we got out of him, I definitely could stand to use those in my daily walk.
You did it last
It
week,
was
didn't
good.
you?
No,
No,
I did it
Gaddy
the week
did.
before.
Okay.
Gaddy was last week.
Yeah, it was good. It's on the Facebook page. If y'all need to go watch it, you should.
Yeah,
Jordan's
we
was
post 'em.
beautiful.
We post them every Friday. Sometimes it's immediately, or sometimes John's wait till Sunday to post them. It's just whatever he feels like doing.
I just can't get no love from Aaron today, man. I don't get it, man. I rescued you from Camp Gadarene. You almost
So this
got-
has been on every
Yeah.
podcast.
So
What
guys,
has?
Camp
So-
Gathering?
Just in case you
What's-
didn't know, John saved Aaron's life.
What is Camp Gathering, bro?
what camp was that?
New
New
Manna
Youth
Youth Camp.
Remember that year that
John, I cannot talk about New Manna Youth Camp on this podcast with you because there are so many things that happen in New
I
Manna
know
Youth
that's how I
Camp.
saved Aaron's life because we were in the room with old
We'll
those
say their
guys
names.
that were
All right, listen,
older
listen,
people.
Let me tell you, y'all already heard about all the stuff that happened in New
Not
Manna Youth Camp.
everything.
Listen, let me just give you a couple of small things that happened. This is my vivid memory from New Manna
Now,
Youth Camp.
now, remind you, this is my first year ever going into youth camp as a sixth grader.
You were only in 6th grade, bro?
Yeah.
Wait, how many years below me are you? I thought like we were like really.
What
So
year
I
did you
graduated in
graduate?
'99. What year did you graduate?
03.
Okay, so
GED.
that's 4 years. So I guess if you were a 6th grader, I was a 10th grader. That-
Be right in the face.
Big old
Aaron's
forehead.
microphone just jumped at him and hit
I
him.
went and
Sorry.
moved my hand and I hit it.
So the we show up at New Manna Youth Camp, right? And all of Victor is there. We just drove however many hours to get there, all in buses. This is Aaron. Gosh, what?
Was
No,
it
it was
Aaron
Ron
Hampton? Or
Thompson.
the Ron
Okay,
Thompson,
so no, I wasn't there for the Ron Thompson one. I was there for the Aaron Hampton.
So I went the year before you then.
Okay, so
'Cause
I
Ron
showed up.
Thompson's
I
last
show
year
up.
was
We
that
all
year.
show up with Aaron Hampton, who was
I
only the
remember
youth
you at Ron
pastor at
Thompson.
Victory for 1 year, by the way. Which I love Aaron. If Aaron listens to this right now, I will tell him I love him. But bro, youth and student ministry was not his thing.
No.
He was not. He was.
He had this vein and his head would turn red.
Dude was he was an amazing Sunday school teacher. I
Oh,
loved
yeah.
him. He's an amazing administrative guy. But bro, student ministry and teenagers, no sir. No sir. We got there, we show up with I don't know how many was it, 60, 50 of us. And
It was probably more
they
than that.
double booked us. They
That
double
was the
booked
year
us.
that we were in the
Yeah.
gym upstairs.
There was
Were you
another-
not there? Was
Yep.
it? Okay.
That was the second year. That was the year
Okay.
after the Gathering.
There's another Victory that was there that was in our spot, and they didn't know we were both coming. We literally had no place to sleep, no cabins the entire week. We slept on the gym floor, bro.
Yeah.
In an
And
open air gym floor at
it
this camp.
wasn't- It was like the tabernacle over there. It had one
Oh, yeah.
full wall on the back.
Yep.
And all the rest of the sides were
One
half
night I
open.
slept on the gym floor. One night I slept on a ping pong table. One night I slept upstairs in a maintenance closet with John and like 3 or 4 other guys. Just a random closet we found, bro. And that was the week we all bathed in the lake
Yep.
all week long. I can't tell you how
Yeah,
many
that
times I
was fun.
saw John bathing in the lake, completely nude, guys. It was bad. It was weird.
At
Gotta be honest
at
with you.
least it wasn't in Shallow Creek.
He would wait until everyone was in bed, and then all of us would go down there. and take baths in the
Yeah.
lake. That's all we could do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why
It was
did
crazy.
I remember the girls from Victory got a cabin that year.
Oh
Was there
yeah,
girls?
because
They
there
were
were girls,
right
bro.
at the lake. You know what I mean? And then
I don't know why you always had to take a bath like without any clothes on at all. Like everybody else just bathed in shorts, but for some reason John's like, no, I'm going commando.
It's not like I dropped them on the beach and walked into the ocean.
Yeah, you did,
man.
bro.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Stop with the visuals.
Waddling to the water.
You
play
did it,
back.
man.
I don't waddle. I strut,
waddle.
son.
What happens at youth camp stays at youth camp,
New man.
except when you're on a
It used
podcast
to.
with everybody right now.
I'm editing nothing.
No,
Just,
don't do it, bro. This is us. This is raw, victory raw, right?
That's our new podcast name.
There it
Victory
is, bro.
Roll.
Oh,
We're all
man.
going to be sat down Sunday in
Canceled.
church.
Yeah, if I was to talk about all the mistakes I made in teen ministry all those years, of course that was way before teen. That was like when I was in the teen ministry, but after 12 years of teen ministry, bro, I think I've learned more from my mistakes than I have anything else. So it's been a crazy ride, but God's been good. God's been good, bro.
Well, me and Josh have known each other for many years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Me and Josh are better friends than me and you.
Listen,
Cool
I will
deal.
tell you why I'm here today because I'm not a podcast guy. I don't actually listen to podcasts.
Your mom
just
doesn't
don't.
either. She's a jerk.
I don't know what it is, but
Cindy.
I know.
I can call Cindy that. She's like a mother to me.
Don't talk about mama that way.
I hope she
Sorry.
backslaps you.
She will. She will hit me.
So, but I'm here because John is one of my best friends, and he's been asking me. And Aaron, you're one of my best friends too, bro.
I
I
don't want
love
to hear
you.
it too late.
And like I know Bruce and Jordan a little bit, but not like I have known John since we were like what 6th graders, 5th graders.
Yeah, man.
So I'm here for you, bro.
I helped you build.
You're my
your,
best friend.
Your potato gun. He built a potato
My science
gun.
project potato gun in high
Let's do
school.
another one. I want one.
Those things are awesome.
Yeah.
Those things are awesome. Well,
Potato guns were fun.
I'd like to shoot a deer with a potato gun.
Stunner.
Yeah.
Old Blue. We helped build Old Blue together. Big Blue.
my first truck, my first
Yeah.
car. Yep, 1977 Ford F100 Ranger step side. Old wooden bed was rusted out. 3 on the tree column
That'd be
shifter.
nice if
Did
you
you
still
sell
had
it?
it.
302.
You sell the Jeep?
No, it's still for sale.
Okay.
Got a 73 Commando right now.
I
I'm trying
saved
to sell it.
Josh's life last weekend.
Did you? What happened?
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
That
He
guy
don't
was down
remember
there looking
nothing.
at Jeep. He was going to kill him, and I showed up.
Oh,
I'm just teasing.
You almost
Crazy.
got murdered on Craigslist.
it's marketplace, but Craigslist is like 1990 version. It's in marketplace now. Everybody buys stuff on marketplace.
I remember. You remember how we first met? How we became best friends? You and Dallas were actually good friends.
Y'all know
first.
John's a twin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
John's a twin. Have you told these
Fraternal.
guys on the podcast before?
No.
So John has a twin brother named Dallas, but they actually don't look anything alike. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I'm the
So-
Danny DeVito. He's the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Well, let's switch it. Let's switch.
That's a
I'm
good
the Arnold
comparison.
Schwarzenegger, and he's the Danny DeVito.
Yeah, so I was actually friends with John's brother for some reason. Well, you know what? He was in my class.
Yeah,
John
he was in
sucked
your
you
class.
into that John hole.
So your brother actually failed a lot, several times in school, many classes.
Not very good.
Literally, he was a 21-year-old in high school, and when he graduated. So they failed a few times, and Dallas ended up in my class. You actually were a grade above me
Yeah, yeah.
in school.
Because I'm pretty smart.
Because he's old.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Easy.
So you were a grade above me, and it was like you, me, and like Josh Nesbitt and Aaron. We had this little group of guys, friends in high school, and we were so weird. We called ourselves the council.
The council.
It was like 4 or 5 of us, and we were like, we're not like everybody else.
We're not.
We're
We're
the
different.
outcasts, and we're kind of weird.
We're really cool.
It was a strange time in my life. bro.
Now Ethan makes a lot of sense.
Now, yeah, right. Oh, for you guys in the Ethan's my oldest son. He's 20.
He's the worst.
I love that guy.
I love that kid.
Oh,
he's
Evan
the-
Hazel, she's an angel.
I really do love that kid.
Ethan's like an old soul. I don't
Now,
understand.
let me tell
He
you, when
is.
Ethan first started, after about the first 3 days, Jordan was like,
Oh, I'd had enough.
I
of
don't
him.
know about this kid, Aaron.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to fire him now.
I would not trade him for anybody we got today, though. I love that kid.
Jordan told me, he's like, Ethan could put a mean cardboard box together, but he is not very smart.
Oh man, he's great, bro. He's
Yes,
great.
He's a good.
So the first time me and Josh met, him and Dallas invited him over, and him and Dallas were in the back of the van. That sounds bad, but
Sounds
they were
terrible.
Sounds
they
pretty
were
bad.
playing house or something in the back of the van, and I don't know what happened, but I shut the door on Josh's hand,
Oh,
and he called me a cuss word. He called me a stupid idiot.
Oh yeah, I probably used.
You
a bad
didn't say
word
a
back
cuss.
then.
You didn't. You were pretty mellow.
Oh, really?
You were pretty like cuss words are bad.
I mean, yeah. I don't really remember. Like I remember high school, and I remember like my youth pastors. I remember Ron Thompson.
I don't
I
remember.
remember Aaron Thompson. But then I spent a few years actually away from Victory, at Larry Bullard's church because him and Scott and Aaron or Andy and their family started a church, and I went over there for a little while. And that's actually kind of where I started in the whole music thing because I went over there. And I learned how to like sing with them and kind of learned like
singing in
how
the
to,
youth choir though at Victory.
yeah, but like that's like with them is where I learned like okay parts, and how to like sing harmony and kind of all the stuff. So kind of like what I know from Victory, I kind of credit to like the Bullard family.
What
they
was
were a
that-
nice family. They
what
kind
was
of took
that
me
church
in and like
called?
it was Metro Augusta Baptist Church is what the
Yep.
Bullards named it. But then unfortunately, Metro Augusta Baptist Church downtown, Metro Church downtown started, and it was an LGBT church, bro. So everybody would call the Bullard Church like, bro, is this like the gay church? And it's like, no, this is not the LGBT gay church, no. So they ended up changing their name to, what'd they change it to? Like Evans Community Baptist or
Yeah, I
something.
think so. It was.
I don't
Evans.
Yeah.
remember.
So that's
That's
actually
when they
where
moved to Cox Road, where the sanctuary is now.
yeah, that's right. So that's where it all started for me, bro. That's where like ministry kind of started, was actually at their church. It was kind of cool because sometimes Victory is so big, you almost feel, at least I did as a teenager, I felt like, man, this is so much that I felt a little intimidated by it all.
Competition.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff,
being
yeah.
there at that church, it was kind of smaller, and it was like I had a chance,
Yeah.
And so I always kind of remember that when I try to think of people that want to serve the Lord in music. It's always like, all right, Lord, you gave me a chance on a small scale, right? So maybe I love being able to find like people and like try to pull out what's good in them and like their spiritual gifts, because all of us have a purpose, right? We've all got something we can do for the Lord. And one of my things is my spiritual gift is encouragement. So I love being able to try to like dive into people's lives and help them reach their full potential. That like really makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like for Aaron is like a giver. He's so super generous. So when he's able to give to people, it makes him happy. For me, it's like watching others kind of succeed in their gifts is super cool to me. So anyway, that's kind of my story of how I got started in music over there at the church.
At
back in the
Metro
day.
Augusta.
At the gay church. No, I'm just kidding. The LGBT church that they love.
Oh man, well, there wasn't a Q back then. I don't think there was.
Probably not. That was so long. Who knows? I don't even think they were calling it that back then.
What is Q?
I don't know.
LGBTQ? Q?
Yeah.
That's the queer one, bro. Yeah, there you go.
Edit that.
But there's a G in there already.
I don't even know what the
gay.
G means, man. Whatever. Let's pray
They're
for
gonna
him.
have the whole alphabet.
Let's pray
for
for him
them
and try to win him to the Lord, right?
Yeah.
all.
Amen.
Amen.
Hate the sin, love the sinner.
There you go. Wait, is that? Yeah, there you go.
Hate, love. Nah,
Bruce, you got any questions for Josh?
Yeah, I got tons of questions for Josh. So the inner.
Brucifer speaking.
He's mad. I got killed and came back again.
Again.
How did I die last week? Anyway, when
Everybody died last week. None of
Okay.
us did.
Yeah, we weren't
Okay.
here.
So the energy you bring and the influence you have over all the kids, and you said you were there for 12 years, and we help with the young adults, right? And all these kids come up and they love y'all, and it's bittersweet for them because they're becoming an adult, but they're leaving y'all, and y'all are like family to them. So what is your influence to them? How do you equate that, the energy you bring, and how do you go through all that, or how did you?
Well, like I think for a while there, there's no knock on anybody, but it was just Victory for a while was kind of in a place where Preacher Brown had passed the prime, of his life. He was sick, and so the church was struggling, It was kind of struggling. It was kind of, we were only having like 400 people on a Sunday morning, which is, kind of crazy because that was like that used to be kind of Sunday evenings crowds, right? So we were in a season of, and people would like leave the church, and they weren't mad, they weren't upset, but people would leave because it was just kind of like declining, and they weren't seeing the vision and the growth. And let's be honest, when you're lived as hard and as wide open as Preacher Brown did all those years, and you're sick, and you're going through Parkinson's, you just don't have the same fire and vision and like you once did, right?
For me, it was hard to see a hero.
Oh man, bro, listen, like I do. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think of that man. Every single day I live, and honestly, every time I walk into a room, it's like, here's how it worked at Victory. Okay, when I first started there. Like, it'd be like Monday morning. Everybody would be in the offices, and everybody would be like, it was just sad, boring, like, Monday morning at an office. You know how it is, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, God, here's another week. And everybody would be sitting around, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, poof, the door would, like, bust open right to his office. You'd hear it. He'd come banging in, or he'd start beating on the door because he never had a key. He'd just start beating on the door. And when he walked in, literally as loud as this guy could, he would crow like a rooster. and be like, "What's up, you know what I'm saying?" He would bust in the door, and everything, it doesn't matter where he went or what he did, he always changed the environment of the room for the better. Like, he always left people better than he found them, right?
Yeah.
And if I learned anything, and honestly, when my time with Preacher Brown, like, I'm going to get emotional talking about it, because I love that man, bro. Like, my time with him consisted of basically, like, loving him through his older years. We really didn't talk a lot about spiritual stuff much. Yeah. He was kind of past that stage of his life where he was just trying to enjoy life. Yeah. And so him and I, when he would come in the office with me, I'd be like, "Hey, where are we eating today? You want to go get ice cream? You want to go hang out? What do you want to do?" Right. So that's what we did. But like, he always just changed the environment of the room. And I remember thinking, like, I'm not good at a lot of things, Lord. Like, I'm not super smart. I don't have a lot of stuff I can do. But man, I can go into any room and be like that if I can change the environment and leave people better than I found them and make people happy, because Jesus is ultimately our joy, right? He's our true joy. And Preacher Brown had that, man. He was incredible. And that's all I wanted to ever do. So there's not a day that goes by. So when y'all ask me about the energy and the happiness and the smile, I got all that from Preacher Brown.
From him, yeah.
That's I mean, he did it, and he changed. It made me so much better. So I'm like, I'm gonna take a part of that and put it in somebody else if I can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, your demeanor and how different it is, because I was there when the divorce was going on, man. And we saw you. I saw you in some darkness.
Yeah.
And your demeanor and everything was just terrible, man. Like, the devil was just getting to you.
Yeah. I went through a hard divorce there, like, for a while. And Aaron, you know Rachel. I mean, a lot of you know who Rachel, and Rachel's. I love Rachel. I talk to her just about every day about the kids, about different things. From a Christian perspective, we are very civil and we do love each other, but like as Christians. But there's just, for some reason, that didn't work at that time. And I can't blame her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think people a lot of times in divorces, they go through stuff, they blame the spouse. But I was not in a good place in my life. I wasn't living like for the Lord the way I should have. I wasn't running a godly home. I was allowing stuff in my home back then I shouldn't have, like alcohol and stuff. And there was times we would try to like party some and invite people over. Man, we were not living right. And so I allowed that in my home, and she just followed suit. And then it got worse for her, and she began to keep going out. And then through all that, it kind of just, she felt like she got married too young. She felt like, all these things took place from there, and it was like, it takes two to tango. Like, it was not all her fault. I do not blame her for that divorce. I mean, I take just as much blame as a husband, as a leader of the home, as anything. Looking back now, if me and Mindy even talked about this, if I would have known then and been the spiritual leader I am now, I think I probably could have made that marriage work, honestly. But back then, I wasn't in a good place. I wasn't spiritual enough to run it. And so, that was a hard time in my life, but I believe with all of my heart that God allowed that season, right? He allowed that divorce. He allowed what I went through back then to turn me and make me into who I am today.
Yeah.
Without that, I don't think I'd be who I am today.
Yeah.
I probably should have surrendered to the Lord like you, Aaron. Like, we went to victory, and we knew right from wrong. If I would have surrendered to God at a lot younger age, then maybe I wouldn't have had to go through all that stuff, but man, there is something inside of me God wanted.
Right.
And I did not allow him I didn't allow him. I chased a college degree. I chased, a career. I chased all those things, but there was something inside of me God wanted, and I didn't let him use it. And so he had to bring me to a place where I finally was like, God, I have nothing. Yeah. I used to always joke with the teenagers, like, I got no food, I got no job, and my pets' heads are falling off. I would quote Dumb and Dumber to the kids in the teen room. That's literally where I was, bro. I was broken. You know what I'm saying? And finally, at the very bottom of the barrel, I just look up and was like, all right, God, I'm divorced. I got literally no job. Like, I moved back in with my mom and dad, and it was like, I think I was 24 at that time. At that time. Moved back in with Ethan, with Evan, at their house, and it was like, all right, God, I'm going to start Bible college, I guess. I don't know what else to do. And I didn't start Bible college because I was going to become a minister at all. Like that, I started Bible college because I was so broken, I didn't know what else to do, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Bible college was not one of those things where I was like, some preacher laid his hands on me, and God told me to be a preacher. I've never felt like I'm called to preach. I've never felt like I had some lightning bolt moment where somebody laid their hands on me, and I had to surrender because I was broken, guys. That's where I was, man. I was so broken. And then after I started surrendering, I just never stopped surrendering.
Mm-hmm.
I just and to this day, I'm like, God, what do you want me to do today? You know what I'm saying? Just a daily surrender. And apparently God's okay with that because he's still using me. I don't know why he does, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome that he does use me. So I love it.
It's pretty effective.
Yeah, man. Like obedience and surrender every day.
Yeah.
I think God really, really blesses that. Well, who talked this morning with Randy? He said it. He said it this morning. He literally said obedience. God blesses obedience, and his blessing follows obedience. So
Yeah.
Pretty amazing what God has done. So
Yeah. And still doing.
yeah, for sure. And this season that we're in now, with transitioning from the students into like outreach in this new season, I gotta be honest, man.
So how tough is that?
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. So I loved teen years, and I did love teen ministry, but I think I'm learning I loved it so much because I was able to do it with my family.
Yeah.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like I was able to literally, there was nothing that my kids did without me for literally the last almost 10 years of my life. Like everything we did, church. I mean, I got paid to go on Caribbean trips with my teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. That was amazing,
You can't beat that.
Yeah, dude, it was so cool. So, but I'm learning in these last like 6 to 8 months now that I'm out of student ministry. It's kind of like sad face, like, oh man, that was a cool season, but I know the one I'm in now is the right one.
Right.
But still, it still makes you kind of miss what you were. So I do miss like knowing that Ethan's in the young adult room now, right? And Evan's up there, and now Lily has moved in there, and they're doing all these things for the Lord. It's like, oh man, I miss those days, right? But this new season that Mindy and I are in, I don't think there's anybody better at Victory for outreach and loving people like my wife, right? Like I do love outreach, but I'm not I don't love people like she loves people, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like we drive through parking lots at Walmart, and there's somebody sitting on the side of the road with a sign, cardboard sign, and I'm like, well, man, they shouldn't have done this or that to get there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I'm all
like, stop the car.
I'm all judgmental. Like,
Pharisee.
you made some bad decisions. That's why you're sitting there. Like, God forgive me, but that's how I think. But Mindy, every time, bro, she stops the car, finds some money, finds something, gives them something. I'm like, bro, she would literally give the shirt off her back. So that being said, I think outreach right now and what we're trying to do for Victory in that season, I think that's always been a part of Victory that's kind of not been the strongest.
Yeah.
So I think this is the season God's put us in to try to build that and make it great. So we're excited.
So after your divorce, you go to Bible college.
Yeah.
Because Mindy's a wonderful lady. She went through hell too.
Oh gosh, man.
You tell us how that all came together.
So honestly, it's funny you asked that. Last night I'm like laying in bed and like I'm about to go to sleep, and I'm sitting there thinking of like this podcast today, and I'm thinking about Mindy. I'm like,
Got a tummy full of eggnog.
oh yeah, bro, it was bad. It was bad. And I thought to myself, man, Mindy really needs a book. She needs to write a book. Like she needs a story, like somebody to come help her write a book, tell her story. Because hand before the Lord, there are things that we'll talk about sometimes that we'll talk about or say, or we'll be driving down the road and we'll be in Augusta somewhere, and she'll point at something and be like, yeah, I lived in the back of that place in a shed for a few weeks. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like literally, there's stuff about her story I still find out about. And we've been married for 13 years because her story was just that crazy. Like leaving home at 15 years old, running away with a drug addict or a drug dealer, 21-year-old drug dealer, and then living for 10 years in the first 2 or 3, as like, it's fun for a little while. Sin is fun for a season, right? And that's what it was for the first few years for her life. It was fun. And then that drug dealer of a boyfriend, eventually she left that 'cause she's like, this is not a good relationship. And then it turns to addiction. And then it turns into living out of a tent at Clark Hill. It turns into living in, sheds behind people's houses. It turns into overdosing 3 or 4 times and literally dying, right? She's died multiple times. And now she's back. Like God would not let this woman die, right? And the fact that God brought her to me after my divorce, right, at this season, our story is just crazy, man. I wish I had a lot of time to tell it. I know we're on a podcast. I mean, I could, but it would take. We need a movie or something, bro. I'm telling you, it's so cool. It's so cool the way God lined it all up. I was in Bible college, finishing Bible college, and there was this girl, dude, I wanted to date. I'm not going to say her name on the podcast. That'd be weird. But there's this girl that was at Victory. I wanted to date her. And I'm like, all right, Lord, I'm about to finish college. Because I didn't date through college. Like God specifically told me when I started, he said, take a year off. Don't date anybody, right? And I was like, Lord, that's crazy. Because my hardest thing was I needed to be with someone. I'm a people person, right? So not being in a relationship, oh man, that was so hard for me. But God told me my first year of Bible college, He said, just take a year off and don't date and just focus on me. And I was like, Lord, are you sure you said that? You know, but that's what he told me. So I tried it, and then it was literally one of the best years of my life. Just focused on the Lord. And then that turned into 2, turned into 3, turned to 4 years of Bible college. And really, I didn't date at all through Bible college, right? I mean, I actually tried to reconcile with Rachel a few times. I tried to. We would talk through it, but like it just never, God never allowed that, you know? And so finally there was this girl I was going to date. Like the week I graduated, bro, I had it all lined up. Like I was going to take her to like Hilton Head with my parents, ask her to date me. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
Thanks for listening, and remember, the smoke may settle, but the embers stay lit. This was the Gunpowder, Propane, and Jesus podcast. Stay tuned for the next part of this episode.